Hi guys! Hi! I am so excited to bring to you guys another episode of Talking to with LeFe. On this episode, we are talking about, we're continuing the 30 lessons I've learned since I've been on this earth. And we are on part 3. So if you missed part 1 and 2, you can always go to my YouTube page at Saint LeFe and catch up on those. But we're going to get right into it so I don't take up too much of your time. So lesson 21 is everything happens for a reason. And sometimes I know it's unfair, I know it seems cruel, but just know that, I believe that God has put this situation or this moment in your life to happen, or He allowed it to occur in your life for a reason. And it's either to teach us something, it's either to allow us to see something more clear. It's also a moment for us to grow. And so I had to learn this. I'm like, gosh, why me? Well, one, I'm not going to question God no more, because you know what? He going to do what He want to do anyway. It's already designed. It's already destined. It's already going to happen regardless. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it happen and work through it. So that is something I had to learn, and a hard pill to swallow. But guess what? I always say this: God, if He brought you to it, He got to bring me through it. So lesson number 22. Some opportunities are hard to come by. And sometimes they don't even always present themselves. So it's up to us to go and create them. I know that I got tired of watching everybody else do what they want to do in life, achieve the goals that they want to do. And I'm sitting here going day by day doing the same thing. And it's not really bringing me as much joy as it did when I first started. And I'm like, you know what? We got to switch this up. We got to figure out, around what you want to do and go after it. And that's something that I had to declare, around New Year's. Is like, live fearlessly, do the things you want to do, go put yourself out there, and what will happen will happen. Lesson number 23. Never stop dreaming. Keep your goals in the forefront of your mind, even if you aren't actively working on them. Y'all know I got my side note. Bacardi and lime and pineapple mango juice. Yes. Honey, that's the new wave. I need the bars to get on this wave, because this is what I'm trying to order every time I go out. And if y'all don't have it, I'm going to have to bring it myself. So don't check my bag, because, baby, I'm going to need it on the side. You know what I mean? Like, because y'all not doing it for me. Let me get back to lesson number 23. So last week was the 56th anniversary of this speech, I Have a Dream, by Martin Luther King Jr. And he was dreaming back then. We have to have a dream. We have to have a passion. We have to have a focus that we are working on. And it has to be something that is going to be able to fulfill you. It has to be something that you're passionate about. And I know some people have come into our lives and tore us down and told us that we're never going to do this and we're not going to do this and whatever. Get that out of your way. Get it out of your mind. It is not so. Rebuke that devil, because if he had a dream back then, we need to make sure we keep that dream alive, plus ours. Okay? I also read something, I think it was on the Shade Room, where this black young man was kicked out of his high school, kicked out of college, fired from 10 jobs. He now owns 4 businesses, okay, and has traveled over 55 countries. Baby, he has a dream. He went after it. He didn't let anyone stop him. Yes, obstacles happen. I told you everything happens for a reason. Yes, but he got through it. He overcame, and he's made something and turned it around for his good. And so I need us to figure out what we put down and pick it back up. Because we need to work towards something that, like I said, it's going to be able to fulfill us and propel us into a new dimension, right? I'm a dreamer. I'm a Pisces. That's what I do, and I always have been that way. I'm optimistic, and I'm very aspirational, and that part of me will never die. And I know that there's parts of us that have that in us, and so we got to figure it out, and we just got to go after it and stop being stuck in this rut. Lesson number 24. Be humble, but know your worth. Okay? So it's a difference from being, arrogant and kind of like, a know-it-all. And sometimes I recognize that in me, and I had to realize, like, okay, let's tone it down. Let's come back to reality, right? Sometimes you gotta have these like pep talks with yourself. Otherwise, other people are having it about you. And so that's not what we want. And I know that's not what I want. But I do recognize what I can bring to the table. And so what I won't allow is someone to demean or take that away from me. Nope. That little boy, he did that back in the day, 10 years ago. It's a new era, a new decade. Okay? And he stepped into it. And so, watch out. While I am grateful and I'm appreciative and I am very humbled for the people who have given me opportunities in my life, just know that it comes with a certain air. It comes with a certain knowledge. Like, I come with a certain knowledge that I know what I can do and what I will be able to deliver. Lesson number 25. As I get older, I realize that I need to rely on and be inclusive of my family and stay in touch with them. I feel like there are moments in my life where, and I get it, life takes you all over, and you're tired after work, but it takes 2 seconds to send a text. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you. And so I'm going to get better at that. That's a lesson that I learned, because people aren't here forever. And, I had that happen in my life this year, and I didn't even get to say bye. I didn't get to say I love you. So I don't want to live with that going forward. And so that's a lesson that I committed, a message that I committed to myself that, hey, it takes 2 seconds. A call, it takes 5 minutes. You have that time. So dedicate it to the people you love. Also, lesson number 26. All of your experiences, no matter what the experience is or was, are temporary. And I know it feels like you're not going to get through it. But as soon as you realize that they are just temporary, you can recognize that you can get through it. And some part of you, or at least me, feels like, okay, it's not so bad. It is not so bad. I can get through it. And when you get through it, then you realize, okay, I got through that. Now I can definitely get through the next thing. And so today I have cooked some Alfredo. Some chicken Alfredo. Y'all, I need to be a chef too. I need to add that to my resume. What did I say? Pick up them dreams, honey. Wow. I'm gonna leave that right there because I'll be on this down camera eating this whole segment. A lesson that I learned, we were taught that perception is reality. I'm no longer believing that. And this is why. I know people people are brought up differently. People grow up in different areas. People are taught different things. And so when they walk into a situation, they already have preconceived notions about people in general. And so what they perceive is their reality. It's not the actual reality of the situation. And so I will never in my life ever believe that perception is reality, because these people's perceptions are tainted. Okay? It's their reality, it ain't mine. And it isn't the true actual reality of the situation. And so, bye. Y'all can keep living that lie, but I won't. Not me. Lesson number 28. Trust your gut and your intuition, your instincts. 9 times out of 10, it is so on point. I remember I cut somebody off, right? And I'm like, you know what, I think we're done. And then I forgave them for what they did. And then I also started speaking to them again. And then something else came back up. And it brought me back to why I cut them off in the first place. So I had to, I'm like, why did you go back, revisit the same thing or the same person when you knew in your gut, in your mind, that this is going to happen? They're never going to move past it. They're never going to grow up. And so I realized, you know what, my first instinct, go with it. Go with it. Because I'm going to be, if I revert back to how it was, it's never going to be the same. And that's just my perception, and that's what, that's my reality. Lesson number 29. Beyonce has taught me this, and I know, happy birthday, Beyonce. I love you so much. You are amazing. You inspire me. I want to be just like you when I grow up and work hard and work even if I think I'm working hard, I work even harder. Rehearse. I think you really do inspire a whole nation, not more than nations, honey, the whole world. Even the bugs probably look up to you. I believe it. We're part of something way bigger. And so when you realize that bigger picture and how you can fit into it, you're gonna come to a moment where you're like, oh my God, I am part of something that is greater than me. And I gotta get on board. So thank you, Beyonce, for writing that song and just making me realize, like, we're part of something way bigger. I don't even know what else to say. Like, that says a lot in itself. Lesson number 30, my last lesson that will conclude this part 3 series of 30 lessons that I've learned since I've been on this earth. You have to live your life for you and not others. Not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, your brother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your cousin. You have to live it for you. And so what's going to work for you, you should decide that. It's okay to, I think, bring people in to get advice. But ultimately, I knew that if I wanted to live a healthy, prosperous life, I had to do it on my terms. And I cannot live for other people. Even if, my religion was against what my values were or what my viewpoint was, I had to do what I had to do for me. Because I ain't about to be miserable on this earth because I'm trying to hide something. So I am who I am. Thank you for the people who have shaped that and shaped me and taught me so much. But I'm able to form all those opinions and kind of fit it into my lifestyle and how I want to live. And so this concludes my 30 lessons that I've learned in 30 years. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for reposting and for retweeting and for sharing and for commenting. You guys are amazing. I hope that this has inspired you guys to do more and do what you want to do in your life, because I know it's possible. I know together we can do so much more. And if you want to see more, please go to my YouTube channel, Saint LeFe, and watch the rest of everything that I have posted. And I hope you enjoy. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you.